What is up, YouTube? Welcome to John's Daily Hustle. So today we're going to see if the washout port actually works on the Toro Timemaster 30-inch mower. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, the mower comes with one of these little washout ports that gets attached on right there. We're going to see if it works. And as you guys can see, I mowed some pretty thick and wet grass on here. It's all caked up on there, but wait till you see underneath the deck. As you guys can see right there, that is a solid plug of grass. And just to show y'all how bad it really is, I have plugged this baby up. I mowed a pretty thick and overgrown yard, and all I did was mulch it. I did leave this side discharge chute closed. So again, as you guys can see, it is quite plugged up. I think this will be a pretty ultimate test. Now, just to show you how this mounts, you just spin that in onto a hose. And this side actually works like an air compressor connection right there. As you guys can see, you just pull this back. And after you have that side spun onto the hose, you bring your hose over and then you pull that back and it slides on just like that and it connects in. Alright, so I'm just getting this going and I just got it started up and everything. And what you'll see me doing behind the mower is I'm actually tying a string onto the safety handle that engages the blades to where I can leave it running for several minutes. And as you guys can see right there in the slow motion, just a little bit of grass is coming out only to the right side there, you guys can see. So only right by the washout port is where it's actually working. And this is actually a really good clip here to represent that and show you guys how it's doing. Now I did leave that string tied around the handle and I left this running for a good 10 minutes. Now what you'll actually see me doing is I'm lifting it up just trying to show you guys where the main water is going. And I actually lifted it up and dropped it several times just like you seen me do right there. As y'all can see, it only cleaned one side of it. You guys can see it just makes a big mess in your driveway is really all it does. Well, if you're one of the ones that guessed it wouldn't do anything, you would be correct. See here, it cleans real well on one side, but that's pretty much it. Now I could have left it running and it maybe would have cleared up just a bit more. But I really don't think it would do much on this because this was pretty thick and clogged up, as you guys can see. So one thing I did notice when I was doing that is I don't think I was giving it quite a fair advantage to. And basically what I mean by that is those blades in there are high lift mulching blades. So I believe because I had this discharge chute closed, it was actually keeping all of the grass up in the deck as it was going around. So what I'm actually going to try and do is we're going to reset this up. We're going to leave this open to maybe allow more airflow and just see how well it works. See if we can blow out this side and get it cleaned out. We're going to go mow just a regular average yard, just 1 yard, and then we're going to hook it back up and see if it'll work just after every use instead of getting it plugged up. So I did set this back up again with the discharge chute open to try and give it a little bit more of a fair advantage. And you guys are going to see me right here. I'm reaching for the string on the ground, the rope, as I'm going to tie it around the engaged blades again. And right here, once again, I'm lifting it up and dropping it, just trying to get it to tap and, you know, maybe not free some of that loose grass that's been soaked under there for such a long time. But again, you guys can see underneath there, only one side of the deck where the discharge chute, or not the discharge chute side, sorry. Only one side of the deck where the hose connects is the only side that's actually receiving the water. And again, I did tie the blades, the engagement handle, I did tie it back to where it was constantly engaged, and I left it running for another good 10 minutes like I keep saying, and I kept tapping it, trying to get it to break free, but nothing else came free. So right here you guys will see me, I did turn it off and I poked, you know, I knocked out that little wall of grass thinking that maybe it's just not breathing well because it was already clogged up to begin with. So I knocked out that bit of grass and I tried it again and left it running again for another 5-10 minutes with the blades engaged and the discharge chute open. And as you guys can see right there, it did not make a difference at all. Only one side, about 6 inches, actually got cleared. If you were one of the ones that didn't think that that washout port would work on that Toro Timemaster, you were correct. As I said, I did redo this. I mowed just a regular average manicured yard with this and I set it back up and redid it and the results were exactly the same. It really didn't work. Or at least it worked great on the first 6 inches over here by the washout port back there, but then the rest was clogged up. And the further it got over here, the more it was clogged up. So all it really did was just make a big mess on your driveway out there. So it really didn't work either way. I think we all really expected that anyways, as those washout ports really don't work that well. And honestly, it's not that hard just to tilt the whole mower up and scrape the deck or take a pressure washer to the deck and be done in like 5 minutes or less. Hey, if you guys can think of any other test or anything else you want me to do with my Toro Timemaster to really put it through its tests and try out and see how it works, please comment it below and let me know somehow. I really like to come up with better tests and better things to do with it, so please let me know. Hey, if you guys enjoy Toro Timemaster content, I am making a playlist that has nothing but Toro Timemaster content in it, so go check that out if you guys are interested. Hey, while you're at it, go check out that video right there, and if you guys are new, please consider subscribing, and YouTube strongly recommends you to watch that video right there. And as always guys, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one.